There is a full-blown CSI investigation underway in a small Arkansas town tonight. A town blanketed by 5,000 blackbirds appear to have fallen out of the sky on New Year's Eve. Aaron Hayes is tracking this mystery.
Blackbirds, thousands of them, rain from the sky New Year's Eve over this little town, crashing onto homes and cars and front lawns.
I thought the mayor was messing with me when he called me. He got me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and told me he had birds falling out of the sky.
I called the police department and told them I was like, not drunk, not on drugs, and she immediately said, "Oh, you're calling about the birds?" And I was like, yeah.
There's a black swirl coming up and over the house, and the ones that weren't high enough were catching the trees and the house, the mailboxes, my son's basketball goal, everything.
Why did the birds go berserk? No one's sure yet. State officials are investigating. They don't think the birds were poisoned. Aside from that, there are plenty of theories.
Oh, everybody has a theory. The main question is, what were they doing in the air at that time of night?
Some think they were startled by fireworks that night, and a few think maybe the city was just trying to get rid of them. It was certainly unnatural behavior for blackbirds to fly in the dead of the night.
Most of these birds don't see any better at night than you or I do. They aren't adapted to see at night like owls, so if they went off from their perches at night, they're blind in the darkness, just like you would be.
It is a mystery, but it's also a reality. Something very strange definitely happened here, and until there's an answer, folks are left wondering, what do they tell their kids?
I wouldn't let them go outside right now. I don't really know exactly what the explanation is on the birds being out here, but I ain't gonna take no chances.
It was a strange night, truly, like something from a movie. Hitchcock's The Birds comes to mind. Not a pleasant thing to see over your house.
He said heard what sounded like somebody knocking at the door, and he went and opened the door, and as soon as he did, one of the birds actually tried to fly in his house and into him.
There is precedent for this. Flocks of birds have fallen from the sky in other places before. For some, there were logical explanations. Lightning hit them, or they were killed by a burst of hail. There was no lightning and no hail the night the birds fell from the sky here. It was a calm, cool night in Beebe. And adding to the mystery today, word from Louisiana this afternoon that wildlife officials have discovered dead blackbirds there, hundreds of them, along the streets and roadways of LaBarre, Louisiana. Wildlife teams have been out collecting those birds. They'll take them back to the lab to analyze them, try to figure out what killed those birds. Then they'll compare notes with Arkansas officials to figure out what all of this means.